If 100 different people say something negative about you, it doesn't make it true. Let me tell you this little story. I was walking down my high street and I saw this fellow wearing this coat. It says, new face, same spirit. You gotta understand something. You can go from A to Z, pillow to post, travel all around the world, and people negatively say the same negative things to you. And you start questioning yourself. You start asking yourself, this must be true if so many people is saying it. No, it's just different bodies, same spirit, as the quote says. New face, same spirit. That's all it is. You see, the spirit needs a body. So what I mean, you ever argue with people, different people, and they all end up saying the same things, till you start questioning yourself, this must be true. No, it doesn't mean it's true because so many different people are saying the same thing. These spirits is there to convince you to believe a lie about yourself. That's just what it is. You see what I mean? And people put you down wherever you go using the same words. And you're like, I don't understand. I'm in a completely different country and people still say, different face, same spirit. Don't believe these things about yourself. It's a lying spirit, and it's a spirit that has familiarized itself with you. That's all it is. It's a spirit who's trying to get you to have no confidence, no self-esteem. You understand? Trying to make you love yourself, trying to bring you into depression, or try to keep you into depression. So they have to constantly feed you with lies if you believe. But wherever you go, they tell you lies through different people. That's all it is. It's just the same spirit using different people to bring you down, different people to spiritually attack you. You see, when people are saying these things about you, you have to understand, it's not the person that's saying it. It's the spirit in them that is saying these things about you. This is why I said you have to understand the supernatural. You have to understand the spiritual realm. You know, in the Bible it says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in the heavenly places. You're not dealing with the person, you're dealing with the spirit. You see what I mean? So it doesn't mean because 100 persons say the same thing about you means it's true. You see what I mean? That spirit is just there to attack you. That is all it is. So stop believing that lie. Oh yeah, you know it's true. You know I'm right.
Grand Rising, my lovely butterflies. This is the Awakened Butterfly, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video or check out some of my existing content. If you enjoy this type of content, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Welcome and welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope everyone is having a blessed and amazing day. I pray that you all are continuing to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I love you guys so much, and as always, the love and support that you guys show me on this channel is always greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, please be sure to turn on your post notifications so you will be notified every time I post a video. Guys, in today's video, I would like to talk to you about something that I feel many people are facing during these times that we are living in. And during these times we are living in, I feel that many believers of God are facing some serious persecution from the enemy. I feel that the enemy is using a lot of people on this earth who has bad intentions to carry out a lot of his wicked deeds. And that leads me today to talk about toxic relationships, familiar spirits, and shapeshifting. I would like to first give a shout out to my credible sources, TikTok and Britannica.com. Now, guys, for any of you, have you found yourself in a situation with someone where the relationship became toxic and you found yourself in a situation with this person where things were fine at first and it just completely went left? It seems that this person began to disrespect you. They began to become very wicked and deceitful. They tried to pull the wool over your eyes. They were being very manipulative. They had secret motives. They had bad intentions towards you. And after a while of being with this person, the Most High revealed to you their true motives for you. Now, guys, this does not have to just be a romantic relationship or marriage. This could be family, friends, whatever the case may be. However, these things mainly occur in marriages, romantic relationships, and with family. Now, when these things begin to take a negative turn with you and this person, you broke things off. Now, it seems that no matter where you went after that or who you met, if they were a person that God revealed to you that had bad intentions, it seems that they began to carry the same traits or to demonstrate the same toxic traits as the person that you broke ties with. Now, you may still be in close proximity to this person, but it seems that no matter who you met after that, where things went, took a left turn, they always said the same negative things as that person. They were being very manipulative. They were gaslighting you, accusing you of things that were not true. They were putting words in your mouth. They were expressing the same body gestures, the same facial expressions as this person. They were even saying the exact same jokes or put downs as this person. If you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, let's say, for instance, you're in a situation with someone and it's something that they say to you that sticks with you. It's something that if someone else said it, it would remind you of that person. You would swear that these people knew each other and they met up and had secret meetings about you. That's how much they mimic each other. However, there's an underlying spiritual thing that takes place when you experience this. It's like different people, same spirit. In other words, a familiar spirit. Now, you may have wondered why you've experienced failed relationships, continuously. It's like no matter who you try to make things work with, it seems like it never works out. It seems that something's always going wrong. It seems that everyone begins to treat you the same. And according to online research, a familiar spirit is a supernatural entity that is believed to assist witches in their practice in witchcraft and divination. Now, these spirits can also shapeshift in the form of a human, in the form of a dog, a cat, an owl, black birds, even insects like spiders and flies. And I also mentioned this in another video where I was speaking about monitoring spirits. A familiar spirit is the same as a monitoring spirit, except a familiar spirit is mainly used in witchcraft and divination. And when you're being attacked by a spirit in human form, just know that these spirits are being controlled by Satan. So when you hear a lot of people saying that They're seeing their ancestors. They're seeing people from the other side, a lot of these spiritual deities that they believe in that are coming back to give them spiritual knowledge and to communicate with them. These are actually monitoring and familiar spirits. And these spirits are used by Satan himself in order to watch you, in order to send attacks towards you. These are the spirits that they send when they're conducting witchcraft and divination spells. Although these spirits are controlled by Satan, they are being conjured and sent by family members, sorcerers, and necromancers. They're also being sent by people who engage in New Age practices. Now, if any of you have ever participated in New Age spirituality, there's a chance that you yourself could have opened some doors as well. Personally speaking, the Most High revealed to me that although I was being attacked by family members and other people with witchcraft and divination, I too opened some doors when I participated in New Age spirituality 3 years ago. When I was into crystals and when I used to listen to tarot card readings online. And it seems that once I stopped doing these things, the attacks became worse. And then it seems that they died down. And although I still get heavily attacked by the enemy, it's nowhere near as bad as it was when I was participating in New Age and when I began to walk away from it. And guys, I only participated, honestly, in New Age. It wasn't even a full year before I began to see the evil behind it and I walked away from it. So I can just imagine the deception that a lot of people are undergoing that's still participating in New Age, and they feel that it's something from God. And a lot of people feel that it's something that is a secret knowledge that is being kept away from us that the Most High really wants us to engage in. But we all know that that is a huge deception. The Most High is most certainly against witchcraft and divination. And when you have people in your family that participate in these things and they become mad at you and they wish ill will upon you, these are the resources that they use to attack you with. The enemy will use these spirits to spiritually hijack people around you who already have malice towards you. And he will use them to basically try and keep you down. Because at the end of the day, they cannot stop what the Most High has for you. The Most High has blessed you. They cannot curse anything concerning you or concerning you. Have any of you guys had situations where all the people who carry the same spirit, once you figured out the pattern, that all of these people don't know each other, but they're treating you the same way. They're even saying the same things. You know, once you figure out the people that's carrying these spirits, you know, the people that are working against you, you know, once they all try and come back at one time, you wonder why. You're like, okay, what is going on? Why are these people all of a sudden trying to come back into my life? What is the reason? Because when I was in their life, they treated me with no respect. They disregarded me. You know, they rejected me. So what's the reason for this? Well, they want to watch your every move. And when they come around you, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to ask you personal questions, especially questions about your relationships with other people. And they're going to ask you about your finances mainly. And these people at first are going to act like they're happy to see you. And after they've got you back comfortable in their presence, they begin to attack you. And they begin to attack you by bringing up the past. And that's why I said these people that spiritually attack you with these familiar spirits, they are usually people from past relationships or family members, because these are the people who are capable of bringing up your past. These people are capable of making up fake stories, mixing lies with the truth, trying to accuse you of things that you didn't do in order to get a reaction out of you. Hopefully an angry reaction, because this gives them in their mind, especially with the spirit that they are inhabiting, a reason to further attack you and to reject you. And they love doing this, especially in front of other people. And guys, I have to fully break this down to you, because a lot of people out there are being spiritually attacked, and it's affecting them mentally because they're not understanding that all of these things that are taking place is coming from a spiritual place. And this is why we have to walk by faith and not by sight, because the things that are going on around us, yes, they are very scary. They look scary. It will really discourage you. That's why having a strong relationship with God and praying to Him and asking Him for clarity, wisdom, and discernment concerning these situations, it will most certainly take the fear away. It will make you feel stronger in your spiritual position, even in your physical position, because you will know that the Most High is protecting you, and you will know why you are being attacked. It's because the Most High is using you, and you have His anointing. The enemy is not going to attack someone that he already has. You look at a lot of people around you, the ones who are attacking you, and you look at their lives, and they try and make you feel that they're so happy and things are going so well for them, and they're doing so much better than you. But these people are really suffering on the inside because they carry a tainted spirit. You have to really be in a low place in your life where the enemy is able to use you to attack other people. And this is not to bash anyone. This is just to let you know that hurt people hurt people. And don't let the enemy use people to make you feel a certain type of way, to put you in a false reality, to make you have a false perception of yourself, when you already know that you are destined for greatness, when you already know that you are loved and blessed with God's anointing. When you're dealing with people who carry a familiar spirit, one of their motives is to prove or validate a point to other people concerning you. It's like the spirit is trying to manipulate other people into attacking you as well. It's like, oh, I told you. Like if, let's say for instance, you're put in a situation where they're provoking you to get a reaction out of you. And as soon as they get a reaction, they try to use it to justify all of the lies that they've ever told about you to other people. As someone who is experiencing attacks from familiar spirits, I want you to know that these spirits can attack you in various ways. It can be through financial issues. The spirit can disguise as someone close to you who is always asking for money, especially when you are trying to save and budget. Guys, the Most High will lead you to who He wants you to help. And pray for that as well, because the enemy also has these demonic spirits out here who are sent to attack your finances as well. And this is another reason why I say these attacks usually come through people who are close to you. Family, people that you've, had romantic relationships with, close friendships with. These are people that you're more than likely to be, vulnerable to. When it's time for you to take care of your own bills and expenses, this is also the time when these spirits will come around as well. And the Most High will give you discernment to know if you should help this person or if this person is trying to attack your finances on purpose in order to hold you back. People who carry these familiar spirits also have inflated egos. These are the people who try and make you feel non-content with the way your life is going, hoping that you will do something against your morals, against God's will, in order to get more money. Because you have to know, and you're probably wondering, why would they want me to get more money even if I am going against my morals and God's will? Well, you have to understand that these are demonic spirits that are operating through these people. So they're sent by the enemy. And one thing that the enemy wants you to do is to fall short of God's glory. The enemy wants you to sin tremendously. The enemy wants you to go against God's will and your morals. So yes, the enemy most certainly will send people to try and trick you out of being a righteous person. They want you to join the rat race. They want you to compete. But at the same time, they also want you to give up. And I know that sounds like a crazy psychological mind game, but it all goes back to the same. People want to see you win until you actually win. They gaslight you to make you feel less than, but at the end of the day, one of their biggest fears is to see you overcome. They gaslight you also pertaining to your spiritual gifts. And I want a lot of you out there to know that you're probably coming into a time where the Most High has revealed a lot of your spiritual gifts. And you may hear a lot of people say, God didn't tell you to say that. God didn't tell you to prophesy that. He didn't tell you to carry out that certain mission. He didn't tell you to do these things. When in all actuality, you are doing the things that the Most High created you to do in accordance to His will. At this time, you may hear a lot of people calling you crazy, telling you that something's wrong with you, telling you that you are not the same person, telling you that they miss the old you. And I just want to let you guys know that if you're hearing any of these phrases, sorry guys, every time I make a video that happens. If you are hearing any of these phrases coming from these people, and you remember when I was saying that it's different people, but they say the same things. They only miss the old you. when you no longer participate or engage in things that you used to do, or they can no longer manipulate you. That's the only time that they say they miss the old you, when really the Most High has changed you for the better. If a lot of you at this time are experiencing attacks in your current marriages or relationships, if you're dealing with someone who is trying to make up lies about you to your partner or vice versa, this could be an attack from a familiar spirit. This could be the enemy trying to send a demonic spirit in to interrupt your marriage or your relationship. These familiar spirits will also try and put you in drama. If you're someone, and not, this is one thing that I want to say, guys. These spirits, they feed off of past sin. So if you're someone who used to maybe gossip a lot with a lot of your family members or close friends, or you used to find yourself getting in drama sometimes, maybe in your younger days or something like that, or just maybe in your past period, and the Most High has changed your life. He's put you in a better place mentally, physically, and spiritually. You no longer engage in these type of things. These people will try and put you in drama. They will tell lies on you in order to cause conflict between you and someone else. So you have to be careful when you're hanging out with certain people. You have to, at this point in time, guys, you have to be very private. And you have to be very selfish. Private with what you share to people and selfish with your time and your energy. Because a lot of people don't have pure motives. They have, bad intentions, and sometimes they may just pretend that they want you around in order to try and get you involved in some type of, conflict or mishap. Now, when they do try and cause drama with you and someone else, it's usually someone that you cut ties with. And this brings me back to, guys, it's so crazy because all this stuff that is connected, even with destiny swapping, all of this stuff goes hand in hand. It's like when you try and break away from someone and they use people to try and lure you back to them. Like they want you consistently under their control. They consistently want you around so they can monitor your life, so they can ask you questions, so they can see ways to destroy you. It's something like the octopus spirit. They try to keep you entangled. So they use these familiar spirits to come after you to try and lure you back in. The person who is operating through the monitoring spirit, they will constantly bring that person's name up. The person that you cut ties with, and a lot of times, guys, the person that you cut ties with is usually the one in your family that is performing witchcraft. And they're the ones seeking divination to watch you, to attack you. They may say things like, it's your fault that you're no longer close with this person. But you're telling them as calmly as you can, that this person did something to you, and yes, you did used to be close with this person, but you began to see some things got revealed to you, and you felt that it would be best if you didn't, spend time with this person anymore. But you will have this person who is, being controlled by this familiar spirit trying to gaslight you and make you feel bad about separating yourself and setting boundaries. These spirits are sent to try and keep you bounded and entangled in darkness and under the spell of manipulation and deceit. And in some cases, when you walk away from toxic relationships, especially with family, these familiar spirits are sent in disguise as family members as well. So just know that when you walk away from family, other family members who inhabit this familiar spirit will come to you in order to try and lure you back around other toxic family members. They may try and come around and invite you somewhere. Now, guys, I'm not telling you this stuff to try and get you to cut everybody off, and only whoever this resonates with, you'll understand. God doesn't put you in isolation for nothing. When God completely removes you from people, it's for a reason, and then he will begin to show you why. You won't understand when you're in the midst of it all. He has to pull you away from it. And a lot of you that God has placed in isolation, he has shown you. Even before he placed you in isolation, a lot of you guys already knew that these people were not right for you. And once you came to that conclusion, when the Most High revealed it to you, you probably did have people try and come back around, and you probably still do. And they try and gaslight you and make you feel bad for setting boundaries with people who disrespect you. But they will use these people to come around and invite you somewhere. And they will collect information on you and go back and inform others about you. And the people that they are informing, about you, these are people that you no longer associate with. These are people that really are out to destroy you. These are people that you have cut completely off. So that's why in this season, it is very, very important. Guys, please be very careful who you trust and who you share your information with. Because these people will come around you and they will try and gaslight you by making you feel bad for not coming around certain people anymore. I've experienced it, guys. I'm still experiencing it to this very day. And I have been tricked several times because it's people that I was once very close to. People in my family. But when people show you who they are, you have to believe it. And when the Most High shows you, it's automatic confirmation. The Most High will make these people, the people that try and keep things from you, even though they have bad intentions and they try to be sneaky, the Most High will make them reveal themselves to you. That's how powerful God is. He can make these demonic forces, the ones who try to, hide themselves, the wolves in sheep's clothing, he will make them reveal themselves every time. They will say things like, oh, well, so-and-so asked about you. They really care about you, and they really want to know how you're doing. And, you just sitting back acting crazy, keeping yourself away from everybody. It's not normal. And, people are really beginning to think that you have some mental issues. Guys, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. God showed you and God removed you. And that's that. Especially, guys, when it comes to people that you spent a lot of time with. And these people like the back of your hand. Even when you tried to ignore the things that they were doing, you still saw it. And it seems that God just kept letting things get worse and worse between you guys. That was his way of showing you. And you're like, wait a minute, all these things I went through with this person, even behind closed doors when no one's seen it, even when they did see it and they ignored it. A lot of these people that are trying to get you to come back around these people, they saw it. They were own seekers. They're also the people that were lured in and were used to come against you as well. You know, when people don't respect your boundaries, these are the type of things that happen. When you've been a pushover your whole life, when people felt that it was okay to make fun of you, to mistreat you, to disrespect you, to disregard your feelings, to overlook your boundaries. And the enemy knows this. That's why he uses these same people to spiritually attack you. So if you're wondering why these people are acting the same, saying the same things, different people, I mean, they can even be in different states, different cities, different countries. It's because the enemy is using wicked people, people that already has deceitful intentions, impure hearts. He's using those people, those types of people to attack you. He can't send a good-hearted person your way, a God-fearing person your way, someone who's going to love you and treat you with respect and respect your boundaries as well. Only the Most High Yah can do that. The enemy can't. He will only send these type of people. So that's why we have to recognize the spiritual patterns. It has to be spiritual. And the Most High is continuously allowing these things to happen so we could recognize it and spiritually break the cycle. And we have to do that by doing things that we never once had the strength or courage to do. One is setting boundaries and sticking to them. Getting stronger in prayer, breaking demonic strongholds by letting go of negative people and old habits that no longer serves us. Things that no longer serve you guys, people that no longer serve you, let it go. If you have old things in your home that's just sitting there and you don't use it and it's collecting dust, you can give it, clean it up and give it to a Goodwill or have a yard sale or just simply trash it if it's no good. If you're around people who are constantly mistreating you, disrespecting you, making a mockery out of you, disrespecting, your boundaries, let them go. It's no need to keep holding on to it. It's only creating demonic soul ties and strongholds. And the longer you're around these people, the harder it is to break away from them, physically and spiritually. They're going to continue to try to come back around and siphon off of your energy anyway. And you have to know who they send. That's why you have to pray to the Most High for discernment, because people will put on a mask. And once they get you where they want you, the mask will come off. And then now you're back in the trap again. When these people call and they say that so-and-so's asking about you, and you already know what you and so-and-so, has had going on in the past. And I mean, you don't have to have an ill will towards the person or anything like that, but you already know why the Most High pulled you away. And you know it's a trap. It's just becoming a point to where you have to leave toxic relationships, whether it's family, friends, romantic, whatever. No exceptions. Setting boundaries, healing before jumping into new relationships. And that's another thing, guys. The Most High will allow these things to happen when we don't take the time to heal once we go through something. When we go through something, it's a lesson and a blessing, because the lesson is teaching you so you can recognize in the future, and you can also help others. And the blessing is you making it out of the situation, and the Most High blessing you with the knowledge, so you know you can know things, and for yourself and for other people. It helps you break toxic cycles. It helps you break generational curses. When you heal before jumping into new relationships, it keeps you from spreading a toxic cycle. That's another reason why we always end up with different people that carry the same spirits. Because this is a lesson to, when that person mistreats you and you're like, oh my God, they acting just like someone that I was just involved with. It's because you didn't take the time to get to know that person before you jumped into a very personal relationship with them. It's all about breaking old habits and toxic patterns in this season. Things that keep you spiritually attached to specific demonic soul ties. And guys, I wanted to talk to you about a demonic entity by the name of Rakshasa. I hope I said that right. I'm going to put it up here on the screen. But guys, this demonic entity is a type of demon that has the power to change and shapeshift into an animal, a monster, or an attractive woman. And they are most powerful in the evening time. And they are against prayer and specific sacrifices. Most people who encounter a monitoring spirit, sometimes this is the demonic entity that is sent. And it says that the most powerful among them is their king, the 10-headed Ravana. And when I just read that part about the 10-headed monster, it makes me think about different people, same spirit. Each head, represents a different person, but it's still attached to the same spirit. I don't know why it just made me think about that, but the Rakshasa, guys, me and these words, trying to pronounce all these different words, please bear with me. But yeah, guys, honestly, I have seen this demonic creature in the spiritual realm before. Honestly, I have. I feel that I have been monitored by this spirit before. And I just want you guys to know that prayer at this time is your best friend and your most powerful weapon. Pray, pray, pray. Don't stop praying, guys. Pray against all of these demonic strongholds that has been placed into your life. Ask the Most High God to break all these toxic spiritual soul ties that has occurred from past toxic relationships, no matter who the person was. Ask the Most High to break these sexual soul ties, to give you the strength to overcome, being a pushover or being easily influenced by others, to stay away from gossiping, drama, all of these things, because even heavy drug and alcohol usage All of these things can create soul ties, and they can attach you to demonic entities that will try and carry you, that will try and follow you and control you your whole entire life. So in this season, the Most High wants everyone to recognize demonic cycles and patterns. I'm sorry, guys, that was my fur babies in the background. But as I was saying, God does want us to work hard to eliminate old habits out of our lives. And if you feel that familiar spirits are coming in trying to attack you and to hinder you from what the Most High has set out for you to do in life, if you feel that they are trying to taint your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being, pray to God to send angels to protect you from these spirits. Also, guys, remember to be private in this season. Don't overshare information about your personal life that can be used against you. Make sure that you pray for strong discernment and pray to the Most High for strength so you can walk away from people who mistreat you. And guys, I also get attacked by these monitoring spirits every time I do a video. All of these random numbers pop up on my phone, people that I don't even know. And this happens every time I make a video, guys. So it's always going to be some type of distraction from the enemy. You just have to recognize it so you can know what to pray against. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video inspired someone to know that no matter what the enemy tries to bring forth your way, the Most High will always bring you clarity, and he will always give you the strength to overcome. I love you guys so much. Continue to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Share this video, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Talk with me down in the comment section. Let me know how you guys feel about this topic. And until the next video, guys, peace and blessings. Mwah.